Alright, Kalala Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kakadash. Alright, the one to the apostles, salute you brothers teaching the word in sincerity and in truth, man. Now, this video, I'm not gonna really, um, focus on this too much, but this pretty much, was fuel for this lesson here. I was talking with a brother and he mentioned the National Lottery Company going bankrupt. It goes into a bit of it in this article. I can read into it. Whatever the case is, it says Camelot is to lose its license from 2024 when Alvin will take over. So I'm not getting into all of that. But when he had mentioned it to me, because I know people losing their jobs over this and things of that nature. So when this was brought up, it just reminded me and made meditation on the times that we're in the end times that are taking place here. Fuel prices are sky high. Okay, went past this one fuel pump and it went up by like £10. So when you check it out, man. Now I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna go too much into this. It says the National Lottery operator Camelot has been fined 3.15 million for three errors on its mobile app, which has affected tens of thousands of players. The first involved up to 20,000 users who were told their winning tickets had been lost when they scanned their QR code between November 2016 and September 2020. So that's quite a while for people to be for something like that to be happening. And then there's more. But what I want to focus on here is these signs of the times. Now, what I'm gonna do is get this, and putting your trust in this system is not gonna amount to nothing, man. Obviously, right now, everything, and like the scriptures which I get, people think that everything's just gonna go as it was. Everything you get up, nothing ain't really changing. Now, you've been seeing major changes happening in the world, through wars and rumors of wars, and through you had your lockdowns. So that should make people think, that wait, this stuff can happen. Things ain't just gonna be smooth sailing, because they haven't been. Haggai 1:6. You've sown much and bring in little. Oh yeah, and by the way, they always come with, oh look, this is the calamity we had, but we've got the solution. Don't worry, don't fret. Trust the government, and you'll be okay. And we're just gonna sort all your problems out. But that's when you don't trust in the Lord and you trust in Esau or Edom in the system. But how do you think is gonna happen when the system goes down? We'll get scriptures on that. This is Haggai 1:6. You have sown much and bring in little, but yea, ye have not enough. Right? So you have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. Right? And we're in a wage debt based system. We're in a system. Basically, you tribes, you slaves, man, and all you people, you slaves to the international bankers. And you basically you work till you get old and die. That's how this is set up out here. Let me put this in. You got a good picture here. And, another one of the plans of these elites is to have this global system, NWO system, that is run by a one world currency, which is obviously a digital currency. Hence, you see that person on his phone, and then you call that the grid, man. That map that they got up there, everything interlocked. They call that the grid. All right. It says, let's go. Ye have sown much and bring in little, yea, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. Right? And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. Now what I'm gonna do is show you something to go into that point a bit further. Let's look at this, all right? So it says Birmingham Council and school holiday meal vouchers. So what you notice is that they're always making cuts to your handouts and your privileges, because that's what they are, privileges. And they're always making cuts to this stuff. So Gemma Folan said it couldn't happen at a worse time, given the rise and hike in food prices for people. And this is on your corporate website. Okay, Stephanie Mishkin, that's who the article's by. And here they're cutting stuff. It says free school holiday meal vouchers introduced in the pandemic have been scrapped by Birmingham City Council. So they've been scrapped. Now, that just proves that you guys, are slaves, man. And they, the elites are not trying to make you people rich, man. They're trying to have you working, so for crumbs. You just about eat. You get your check, you pay your bills. Okay, shit. Oh yeah, there's a gas bill. Shit, there's this bill. Petrol, food. And then you haven't really got time to think, man, because you gotta be working many hours, and then on top of that, your fuel prices go up and your food prices go up. So you do the same work and the same routine, but now you gotta spend more. You were just about doing it. At this stage, it was okay. Things, weren't too bad. They were bad, but they weren't too bad. And then they do stuff as to where you're looking at them pockets even more like, damn. Right? So that's what the scriptures means when it says, and he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes, man. Okay, let's go on here. It says, it is said it was replacing a £15 per week voucher by providing a range of free holiday activities and meals. Okay. One mom said she could not afford extra costs to travel to events and criticized the council's decision. Okay, the authority is offering free food boxes to 1,600 households which met certain criteria. But Gemma Folan said the lack of food choices was a problem. Okay. Ms. Folan said the scrapping of the voucher scheme couldn't have come at a worse time for low-income families in the city. Now, it just proves the signs of the times because, people are feeling the crunch. The money system's all over the gaff, all over the shop. And that leads to protests, riots, uprisings. People protest about stuff like this, which you protest are signs of the times. Let's get something out on that. A second Esdras 9:1, he answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So, by the way, we're watchmen, right? So we look for these signs, and link it up with the scriptures, and then we'd be like, you know what? We know what time we're in. There was things that were gonna make you know what time you're in, man. All right. And it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious, man. Obviously, if you're in the world, you're not really watching. You're probably just being entertained all the time, or you're just asleep, so you can't really link things up with with the Bible prophecy, or you just can't really put the picture together. I'm gonna read some more of that. Let's read this. It says, instead of providing school vouchers to parents whose children would usually receive free school meals, the council is offering boxes of set ingredients and hosting Bring It On Brum for 5 to 12-year-olds across the city. This is something 39-year-old Miss Folan said, just not cost effective for many parents. Food charities and anti-poverty campaigns, including England and Manchester United footballer Marcus Rashford, repeatedly clashed with the government over the issue of food for poor peoples during the Mad Dog. Now, what we're gonna do here? So you get the point. You get the point. More cuts. Now, what we're gonna do here is gonna carry on with the scripture. Right? It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, right? I want to do something here. This Cambridge English Dictionary. Uproar, a situation which a lot of people complain about something angrily or make a lot of noise. Now, what I want to do is let me get the etymology. Let me get the etymology of the word. Right, it says uproar. It says outbreak of disorder, revolt, commotion. Right, outbreak of disorder, revolt, commotion. Are you not seeing revolts? Now, anytime, let me put in this, let me show you something. I'm just gonna type this in. So I'll put the word protest in, right? Let's go to news. Alright, so 9 minutes ago, protest at ITM in Medellin. They burn the suitcase of a teacher accused of sexual harassment. 117 Insulate Britain activists charged over M25 chaos. Met Kent and Essex police charge eco mob with public nuisance obstruction. Now this is 9 minutes ago, 13 hours ago, 16 hours ago. Protests grow against China's zero mad dog lockdowns. Look at that. So you got protests happening over there right now over this mad dog thing, man. And it just shows you that at the end of the day, it shows you that that things are still going on out here. Because what happens is people get docile, but things are still happening. The Guardian, low turnout. Excuse me. Low turnout for India's national 2-day strike as 50 million join protests. Two hours ago, this was the capture of a Russian citizen accused of intervening in the protests of the national strike. I'll just put in protest, right? So you got a lot of people there's protests going on right now. Florida parental rights bill sponsor rejects and returns Disney donations after company protests law. Contracted airport workers to hold nationwide protests over low wages. So people they're not happy out here, man. All right, and that is a sign of the times, man. You got protests happening all over the world, bro. And these things are happening on a mass scale. Protests against government for whatever reason. A major sign of the end, man. So we talk about these things a lot. You might see a lot of videos about the uproars of the people. Oh, why they're doing that, man? Well, the Bible, let's get this. See, we can talk about the fact that Yahushua was his parents had sex. The Virgin Mary stuff is not true. If she was a young woman, we can go into topics like that. We can go into topics like, hell, the hell thing. That basically you don't burn in hell forever. Like they're pushing out there. We always talk about but we focus on a lot of prophecies a lot of the times. You might see a lot of, brothers in GMS doing videos on prophecies. Why is that, man? Because I'll read it. Revelation 19:10. I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am the fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High. Power, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Whoa, what happened there? Satan's angry, man. The app just came off. Can't tell me Satan ain't mad. I mean, come on, man. What the fuck was that? Let's go back. Right, it says, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Revelation 22:7. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. Right? So you got to know what prophecy is, you know. So in order to to be blessed to be that keeps the sayings of the prophecy of the book, you got to know what the prophecies are, you know. One second. Oh, sure. 1 sec. Just sorting something out. Right, back it says, wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So this is the legacy, and the prophets were given this going back to the ancient prophets. They got given certain things. What I want to actually do is I want to go to Peter's. I'm kind of a bit all over the place, but what I do, I know what I'm kind of focusing on here, is these end times, because, you know, the conversation I had kind of sparked off this, you know, where you notice that a lot of people are dropping dead, celebrities, and there was a whole bunch of people in the UK that dropped dead, I'd say, the last couple of weeks. You know, and these people were like notable types of people. I'll probably do a video on that, Lord willing. And then you've got the prices going up. You know, there's a lot of changes happening out here. You know, people losing jobs, all sorts is going on out here. You had a couple of brothers that their jobs were on the line amid all these changes and cuts and things that are happening. So excuse me. So there you have that. Give me a second. What I want to do here, right quick. And I'm gonna make this short. I was gonna make this a long one, but I'm gonna make this short. You see, when you say you're gonna make it short, that's when it's long. And now I'm saying in my mind I said I'm gonna make it long. It's ending up being short. All right. And I'll probably do a part 2 to this, because I need to probably do a part 2 to this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. I'm gonna come back to this topic. I'm gonna leave this one here and come back to it. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. Revelation 22:18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. So these prophecies, you know, the Most High ain't messing about, man. You know, everything that's been said that's gonna happen is gonna happen. You know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a part 2 to this, and I'll be back. So with that, I say shalom.